We're going to start today's practice seated on our yoga mats or in whatever space feels comfortable for you today. Just make sure you've got a little bit of space. We will get down onto our bellies and have our arms out to a T. So just make sure that there's a little space on either side of you for your practice. Another thing, before you get too comfortable and too settled in, you may want to consider having a prop with you. I have a yoga strap, but any type of material or object that's going to give your arms a little extra length. That could be a belt, a winter scarf, even a kitchen or bathroom hand towel. Any of those items may be useful if you want to grab them real quick. And then join me in a comfortable seat on the mat. Once you have your prop or arm lengthening device, just set it off to the side for now. And as you begin to get situated, we're going to start today with a little bit of spinal work. So a little bit of spinal mobility to loosen us up for some of the postures that will come later. And so before we start any gentle twists or any gentle movement, let's find a nice, tall, upright spine. So feel grounded down through both of your sitting bones, maybe shuffle from side to side. And then slowly find your heart over your pelvis, head over your heart. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel your rib cage, maybe even down into your lower belly. Expand on your inhales. And then maybe you notice that gentle collapse on your exhales. As you get settled, you can also imagine on your inhales reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky, lengthening through your spine, axial extension. And then exhales, ground down through your sitting bones, relax through those legs, relax those shoulders down away from your ears. We'll just take a couple more breath cycles here, taking our time, arriving at today's practice. The bottom of your exhale, let's release our fingertips down to the earth next to us. And then on your next full inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. Exhale, gentle twist to the right. So very gentle, we're twisting from our core, not pulling with our arms. Left hand can come to right knee, right hand can come behind. Full inhale here. Full release. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. We'll take a breath exchange, feeling this twist kind of get settled. And then inhale back to center. Start to move at the pace of your breath. So exhales, we're moving into a twist. And inhales, we're coming back to midline. So the pace that you're going to be moving is going to be determined by the pace of your breath. How long, how slow your inhales and exhales are. And there's no right or wrong answer, especially in the beginning of class when we're just getting settled. Let's take one more on each side. Just gently opening up, getting a little bit of movement into that spinal column that may have been kind of stiff and static throughout the day. One more time, back to center. Exhale, drop those hands down to a comfortable spot. Readjust, maybe shuffle from side to side if you feel like you got a little uneven there. And then once you get situated, we'll send those arms back overhead. And then exhale, fold to the right. So we can start with just our hand resting down on the earth, reaching through those left fingertips. Maybe find a little gentle movement here. Inhales, fill up that left rib cage. So breathe into the left side body and keeping your left sitting bone grounded. If it feels good, you can drop down to your elbow. If you're noticing that as you drop, you kind of pop that hip up, just slide on back and find that comfortable balance. Full breath exchange. And then inhale, we're going to open up, pull that shoulder back. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, shoulder back. Exhale, side stretch. We'll take one more on this side. And inhale back up to center, and we're gonna go straight over to the left. So get settled. Breathe into that right side body. Maybe find your elbow. Maybe not if that's not feeling comfortable in your body. Take a minute to get settled, and then on your next breath in, roll that shoulder back, maybe even cactus that elbow if it feels good. Exhale, side body stretch. We'll go through 2 more times. Move at the pace of your breath. And on your next inhale, rise back up, and we're gonna flip it all the way over into hands and knees. From hands and knees, we'll make our way into some cat-cow. So toes could be tucked or untucked. And at the pace of your next inhale, begin by lifting your sitting bones. And as your belly drops, pull your heart space forward, broadening through your collarbones. Gaze can lift. We'll pause here for just a full breath exchange. And then exhale, round through your back body. Press away from the earth to pull those shoulder blades apart. This is our cat pose. Pause here for just a breath. And then let's flow with our inhales and exhales. Exhale, sending us into cow. Exhales, taking us to cat. Feel free to take any extra movement. Sometimes it feels good to work out the shoulders a little bit. Maybe pull your body a little bit farther forwards or send it back. Find some gentle movement in the hips. These little kind of subtle movements that you choose to take really kind of what define your own personal practice. So start thinking about what feels good in your body and incorporate it into your yoga practices. On your next breath in, we'll come to a flat back and slowly lower down onto the earth. So press the tops of your feet into the earth, a slight press of your pelvis or lower belly into the earth, and then we're gonna stack elbows under shoulders and then wrists directly in front of our elbows. Inhale, pull your heart space forward, gentle lift. See how long you can make your spine. Forearms and palms are engaged into the earth. Tops of our feet are pressing so hard that maybe our knees are slightly lifted. One more full breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna send our right arm out to a T and then lift up just a couple of inches, not too far. We just wanna make sure that our arm's not below our shoulder. If anything, it's just a smidge above. On your next inhale, roll onto that right arm. And this is where you have some choices. So you can stay right here with your one leg, your left leg stacked on top of the right. If this is too much, bend that front knee and help kind of lean forwards, take a little bit of weight out of the shoulder. If it's not enough, you can roll on over, planting your left foot behind you, maybe even taking a bind behind your back, kind of at that right outer hip. I invite you to keep rolling. If it feels good, you could even bend into that right knee and plant your right foot on the ground. That might be a lot of sensation. So kind of meet your body where it's at. That feels like a lot for me today, so we're gonna meet here. We'll stay here for just one more full breath in and out. Take a moment to slowly unwind. And from here, press it back into child's pose. We're gonna bring our knees together, toe mounds together. Imagine reaching your forehead towards your knees and allow your arms to fall behind you, tops of your hands to the mat. Take a few grounding breaths. And then as you're ready, we're going to make our way onto the other side. So slowly lower on down. We'll find that really gentle back bend really quickly by bringing the elbows under the shoulders, ground down through the forearms, tops of the feet. Find that long spine, open up through your chest. See how wide you can get your collarbones. Maybe how far you can reach the top of your head away from your feet. Exhale, release. And let's take it over to the left. So again, we'll start with our arm out to a T and then maybe lift it just about an inch or two. Press into your right hand, roll onto your side. You can go immediately to whatever option feels good for you. Again, if you need some reminders, legs could be stacked. You could bring your right knee in front of you if you need to kind of take away some of the sensation. To add the sensation, just keep on dragging that knee up and over, planting the right foot. You can open up even further by continuing to roll, take a bind, or maybe even bending that left knee and bringing the sole of your foot onto the earth. Now's another great opportunity to listen to your body. Meet your body where it's at today. One more full breath exchange. And then slowly unwind, press it on back. That same child's pose we took earlier. So knees together, toes together, chin to chest, forehead towards the knees, arms are relaxed behind. Return to your breath. And we'll make our way back up as you're ready. And we're going to lower back down again. So now we're going to get a little bit more into those shoulders. So whereas we had our arm out to a T before, now we're going to cactus our arm. So if you see mine from the back, I'm going to bring it out to a field goal position so that my elbow's in line with my shoulder and my wrist, just like that back bend we just took, is directly in front of my elbow. And I'm going to lay on down, bring that cactus arm out, and then I'm going to roll onto it just like we did in that last stretch. The only difference is this one's going to feel a lot more sensation in your body a lot sooner than the other one did. So take it slow. Maybe on this one we bring our knee out front. Give our body a chance to settle in. And as it feels more comfortable, maybe we stack that left leg. Maybe we bring the left leg behind us. Maybe not. If you're feeling a lot of sensation, listen to your body. Sensation's okay as long as it's stretching. And if that's the case, just keep sending your breath to the parts of your body that need it the most. If you're feeling a sensation other than stretching or discomfort, come out of the posture. Take a moment, take a break. Maybe come in at a different variation. But this can be very intense, and if your body's not feeling super mobile, you might be feeling it. On the bottom of your next exhale, unwind from this posture. Slowly press up just enough to send that right arm out in front of you. So palm's going to be up towards the sky, and you're just going to slowly lower your chest down, trying to square your shoulders towards the top of the mat. Maybe you're up a little bit higher. This might be a great option where you grab a pillow or some type of blanket to rest your body on. Or we're going to lower all the way down, maybe even extending that left arm above us to keep squaring those shoulders down towards the earth. Come back to your breath. Maybe close down your gaze. Try your best to allow gravity to work in your favor. Relax into the pose. Release any tension from muscles that may be feeling super stiff. From here, inhale, press your left hand into the earth, just enough to lift your body Make a fist with that right hand, bend at your elbow, and now we're gonna rest our chin just below our wrist. Again, left arm can come wherever is most comfortable. Kind of play around with what feels good to you. Quiet the mind, quiet the body. One more full inhale. Exhale, slowly release, unbend that elbow, pull that arm back across. We're gonna press ourselves up, make your way back to child's pose. Arms come behind you, really round through that upper back body. Inhale, press yourself back up, and we're gonna take that whole sequence to the left. So as you're ready, lower it on back down. Make your way into this very gentle back bend, just to open up through that chest. Lengthen through the spine. Help the spine reset a little bit from some of those twists. Exhale, release. Cactus that left arm out to a T, and then as you're ready, begin to roll onto that left side body, making your way very slowly, checking in with the sensations, and notice if one side feels different than the other side. We all hold tension differently in our body, and so if this side's feeling a lot more sensation, maybe you're choosing a different option. Maybe this time we're bringing our knee in front of us. Or maybe this side's feeling a lot better, and we want to stack that leg where we didn't before, or bring that foot behind us. The idea is, when we're doing a yoga practice, is about finding balance, but it's not necessarily making the postures look the same on both sides. It's about achieving the same sensation. And so it might look differently. We might be picking different variations, but we want to match the sensation. Inhale, unwind. And again, we're going to send that left arm over and across, palm facing up. And then we're going to slowly lower our torso, trying to square those shoulders. And if at first we're kind of turned out to the side because that's what feels best in our body and we're still feeling a lot of sensation, that's just fine. Find what you need, and as you get settled, maybe we extend that right arm overhead to try to square our shoulders to the mat. And then maybe over the next few breaths, we invite a little ease into those muscles that are making it feel like we will not move from the position that we're in. See if you can soften those muscles. Help them to relax with your breath. Inhale, press it on up. Make a fist with that left hand. Bend that left elbow. Chin's going to come just under the wrist. And slowly we're going to find that same sensation of reaching those shoulders square to the ground and reaching our torso down towards the earth. Back to your breath. There's going to be a lot of reminders today to come back to the breath. We're in postures that are a little uncomfortable. It's easy to hold our breath. Try to fight that urge. Breathe freely. The more relaxed your breath, the easier it is to ease those muscles. Next, inhale, rise on up, nice and slow. We're coming off of our bellies, but for one last time, we're going to come back into child's pose. We'll stay here for 3 full breath exchanges. From child's pose, slowly press yourself up and make your way back to seated. You can face in either direction. I'm gonna kind of face this way so you can see me better. This is also a nice opportunity to grab your arm lengthening prop, whether that is a strap, a belt, a scarf, or maybe even a light hand towel. From here, maybe take a shoulder roll or two. As we find this tall, upright spine, notice if it feels any different than when we started the practice. And then as you're ready, we're gonna send those right fingertips up towards the sky, hinge at the elbow, and allow your fingertips to fall into the space at the base of your neck, top of your shoulders, top of your back. And then from here, slowly reach this right elbow up towards the sky. You can use your left hand to help you. Maybe you stay right here with your left hand kind of guiding your right elbow up towards the sky, up away from your body. Or maybe you send your arm out to the side, thumb down, hinge at that elbow, and then reach your fingertips towards each other. If your fingertips reach, you can form a bind. Otherwise, grab your arm lengthening device, and I'm gonna have you grab either end of the strap or either end of the hand towel, and you could use that prop to walk your hands closer and closer towards each other. If you did not grab one of those props, that's okay. Just imagine your fingertips getting closer together and just keep reaching with intention. You don't need a prop. Sometimes it just makes it a little bit easier, a little bit more comfortable in the body. We'll be here for a couple more breaths, but for those breaths, on your next inhale, I invite you to open up that heart space, gaze lifts. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Allow a little bit of stillness in your body. And we'll take you to the other side. So left fingertips up towards the sky, find that bend, meet your body where it's at, kind of shimmy around, see what feels good. Maybe have your right arm help guide that left elbow up a little bit higher if it can. And then from here, if you like, you can stay right there. If not, you can work towards taking this bind, or you could use your arm lengthening prop, or just a lot of good intentional reaching. Check in with that upper body. It's very easy to start rounding into this posture because it just takes a lot of internal rotation in the shoulders, and it feels better when we bend forward. See if you can keep that upright spine. There's a reason we practiced that earlier. And for the last two breaths, we're gonna add a little bit more by opening that heart space and lifting our gaze. Nice, slow, steady breathing. Exhale, release everything. Take a moment in stillness. Feel the echo of those postures. And maybe check in with those shoulders, check in with the spine, check in with the back body, the side bodies. And notice how things are feeling. When we started the practice, we started just like this, in a comfortable seat. Are you feeling a lot of previously or I just stretched sensation? Maybe you're noticing that it's a little bit easier to slide those shoulders down. Maybe it's a little bit easier to keep this upright spine. Take a couple more breaths wherever you are, and then take any last minute movements that feel good. We have no more planned postures for this class, so take your time, enjoy. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for sharing this practice with me today. I know that this was intense. Some of those shoulder stretches can get uncomfortable, to say the least. And so they're great ones to revisit from time to time to kind of check in on that mobility in your shoulders, how things are feeling. I love doing them after a busy day of work because it just kind of helps get rid of a lot of the tension that I tend to store in my neck and my shoulders. And so take any of those last minute postures, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks again for joining me. Namaste.